Today we are diving into the world of small talk in English.
Hmm.
You know, those sort of polite conversations about everyday things
Hmm.
that kind of maybe don't feel super important.
Right. But, well, they actually are incredibly important. Small talk is like the social glue in English-speaking culture.
Social glue, I like that.
Yeah, it's how you start making connections with people, building that first bit of trust. And honestly, it just helps people feel comfortable around you, helps them like you.
That makes sense.
It's absolutely key in social spots, obviously, but also really important professionally, meeting colleagues, customers, networking events, that kind of thing.
It really is a massive part of how conversations often start in English, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
people use it to sort of ease in
Exactly. Ease it.
before maybe getting to deeper topics. But we know, look, for a lot of people, it can feel really difficult.
Oh, definitely.
Like, what am I supposed to say? How do I keep it going? And, oh gosh, how do I even end it without being awkward? It can cause a lot of worry.
It really can. That fear of saying the wrong thing or, just that awful, awkward silence, it's real.
Absolutely. So our mission today is pretty straightforward. We want to take the ideas, the useful phrases from the material we looked at, and make them really practical for you. Give you solid examples, ideas to help you practice, and just feel, well, genuinely more comfortable, more confident with small talk.
Yeah. We'll try and keep it simple, keep it clear, focus on the how and the why.
Okay, so where do we start? The very beginning.
Let's do it. Starting the conversation itself. So often, this kicks off with a greeting, right? And the most common one is probably, how are you?
The classic.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing just saying, how are you, and getting fine back isn't always the best way to connect.
Exactly. I mean, how are you is totally fine. It's correct. But there are other ways that can sound a bit more natural, maybe open things up a bit more.
Like what?
Well, something more informal could be, how's it going with you?
How's it going with you? Yeah, that feels a bit more relaxed. Any others?
A really good one, if you genuinely want a bit more detail, is what have you been up to lately?
Ah, okay. That sounds like it's asking for more than just a one-word answer.
It is. It's asking about what they've been doing recently, so it invites a bit more of a story.
Okay. And then the other side. How do you answer, how are you? Or, these other greetings. If you don't want to just say good or fine.
Right. Good question. The material had some useful options. A pretty neutral one works in most places, social or work, is I've been keeping busy.
I've been keeping busy. Okay.
Yeah, it's polite. It suggests, you've got stuff going on, but you don't have to go into detail unless you want to.
That sounds like a really useful one to have in your back pocket.
It is. Another simple kind of positive one is just, not bad, thanks.
Not bad, thanks.
Yeah. It sort of manages expectations. You're not saying life is perfect, but, things are okay.
Now, you mentioned what have you been up to lately? And the material pointed out something important about responding to that specific question, didn't it? About the grammar.
It did, yeah. And this is a neat little tip. That question, what have you been up to,
Okay.
uses the present perfect or present perfect continuous tense.
Okay.
And a really good way to sound natural in English small talk is often to kind of mirror the grammar you hear. So if someone asks you using that tense.
You answer using it too.
Exactly. So instead of just saying like, I train the manager, you'd say, oh, I've been busy training the new marketing manager. See? You match the tense.
Ah, matching the grammar. That makes a lot of sense. Makes the conversation flow better, I guess.
That does.
What if you get asked something, but you don't really want to share much? Or you just want to turn it back to them quickly?
Yeah, that happens. There's a really simple, quite elegant phrase for that. Nothing special. How about you?
Nothing special. How about you? Nice.
Yeah. You give a short kind of non-answer and then, boom, you put the focus right back on them. Very common. Very useful.
That's a great way to redirect. Okay, so let's say you're past the first hello, especially if you kind of know the person a bit. The material suggests asking more specific questions. Why is that?
Well, it shows you remember things about them or about their life, and that really helps build that connection, that rapport.
Yeah.
You can use the structure how is for things that are happening now, ongoing situations.
Can you give me some examples?
Sure, simple ones like how's work going, or how's your family, or maybe how's uni? Uni is just short for university.
Right, so just how is plus the topic, easy.
Very easy. And for things that happened recently in the past,
Let me guess. How was?
you got it. You just switch is to was. How was perfect for recent events.
Yeah.
How was your trip to Portugal? Or How is the exam? Super flexible. Just think of something they did recently and pop it in there.
That seems really practical.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears. Where does a lot of this small talk happen? The workplace.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
office, lots of opportunities there. And the material makes a good point. Finding common ground is key.
Common ground.
Yeah, something you both know or experience. It makes conversation easier because you already share something in the company, maybe a project you're both on, or even just, the office coffee machine being broken again.
Ah, right. And how do you talk about the actual work, especially when things are, crazy busy?
Busyness. That's a classic office small talk topic. You could say something everyone can relate to, like, wow, I can't believe how busy we are today.
Yeah, someone's likely to agree with that.
Exactly. And your colleague might reply, I know, we're really under the pump. Now, the material noted under the pump is a common phrase, especially in Australia.
Under the pump. Okay, what does that mean?
It just means feeling really pressured, having a lot to do, very busy.
Got it. Like feeling squeezed.
Yeah.
Any other ways to say you're super busy?
Yep. Another good one is I've been flat out all week.
Flat out.
Flat out means working at top speed, maximum capacity, extremely busy.
Okay, so under the pump, flat out. Good ones for busy times.
Mm-hmm.
What about the opposite, when the office is weirdly quiet?
You can comment on that, too. You could say, gosh, it's been dead, hasn't it?
Dead. Does that mean?
Yeah, in this context, dead just means very quiet, not busy at all, no activity.
So dead equals quiet.
Good to know.
What about just sort of general check-ins during the day or week at work?
Keep it simple to start. How's your day been? Or how's your week been?
Nice and easy. And answers.
Depends how it's been. You could say, oh, it's been long or busy or pretty hectic.
Okay.
If time has gone quickly, maybe, wow, it's flown by.
Flown by, meaning gone fast.
Exactly, gone very quickly. Or just a simple positive. My week's been great so far, thanks.
And this is where that really important tip comes in again, right? The one about keeping the conversation moving.
Absolutely crucial. After you give your answer, try to almost always add, how about you?
Right.
Or what about your day week?
Always turn it back.
Yes. It invites them to share. It keeps the ball rolling. You can stick, how about you? On to the end of so many sentences. It's like a magic phrase for continuing the chat. Such a simple thing, but really effective. Okay, what if you bump into colleagues you don't know that well? Maybe, by the kettle.
Yeah, instead of just standing there silently, you can start things off. How long have you worked here? That's a pretty standard, safe opener. Or just acknowledging you haven't met properly. Hi, I don't think I've seen you around before. Your name, if appropriate, though maybe not needed here. Oh, wait, we're not using names, so just, I don't think I've seen you around.
Okay. I
Oh.
don't think I've seen you around. And then depending on what they say, you can ask a follow-up.
Precisely. If they say they're new, you could ask, oh, what did you do before this?
Shows interest.
Yeah. And if they say they've been there for ages, maybe ask something relevant to work, like, so what are you working on at the moment?
Yeah.
Shows you're interested in their current role.
Those are really useful for navigating those office moments. Let's move to possibly the most classic small talk topic in the entire world.
Let me guess. The weather.
The weather. Ah, yes. The great universal fallback. It's safe, it's always there, it's always changing. Just an easy way to start talking to pretty much anyone.
How basic can you get?
Super basic, if it's nice out. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? That little isn't it turns it into a question, invites them to agree.
Okay. And if it's miserable?
You can complain together. Wow, can you believe all this rain we've been having? It's awful. Sharing a complaint is actually a good bonding thing.
Huh. True. Can you talk about, like, the forecast?
Yeah.
What's coming?
Totally. Oh, it looks like it's going to snow later. Or, the weather's not looking great for this weekend, is it?
And the material mentioned, you can cleverly link the weather to other things.
Yes. This is where it becomes more than just talking about the weather. You bridge into other topics.
How?
Combine a weather comment with a question about plans, like, lovely day today, do you have any plans for the weekend? Or, ugh, this rain is terrible, are you still thinking of going for that hike?
Using it as a jumping off point. Clever. What if you're not in the same place, like on a video call?
Still works. Just ask, how's the weather where you are? Or maybe, is it cold there? I heard it's been really chilly on your side. Shows you're thinking about their environment.
And I guess really weird weather is always a good topic.
Oh, absolutely. Crazy heat waves, sudden massive storms, snow when it shouldn't snow. Those are gold for small talk.
Why?
Because Everyone's experiencing it, everyone notices it, and people usually have something to say about it. Wow, how about this weather? It's been wild. I've never seen anything like it. Instant conversation starter.
Makes sense. Okay, moving away from the sky, asking about people's free time, their hobbies, that's another good way to connect.
It really is, because people generally like talking about things they enjoy doing, things outside of work or, chores, and the weekend is a really common entry point for this.
Right. How do you ask about the weekend that's coming up?
The standard phrase is usually something like, have you got much planned for the weekend? Or maybe, doing anything nice this weekend?
Okay. And the weekend that just happened?
Then you use the past tense. What did you get up to over the weekend? That's asking about their activities.
What did you get up to? Got it. What if you want to ask about hobbies more generally, not just tied to the weekend?
You could try something like, so what do you usually do in your spare time? Or maybe more directly, do you have any hobbies you enjoy?
And the material really emphasize what comes next, after they answer.
Yes. This is maybe the most important bit. You have to actually listen to their answer and then ask follow-up questions.
Why is that so important?
It shows you're genuinely interested. That's how you build the connection. It's not just ticking boxes, asking questions. It's about the interaction.
So what kind of follow-up questions work?
Well, if they mention something you know zero about, just be honest and curious. Oh, archery. Wow, I don't know anything about that. Where do you even do that? Is it hard?
Okay, so admitting you don't know is fine.
Totally fine. Or if it's something you've heard of, like, oh, you do rock climbing. That sounds amazing. How long have you been doing that? Or even just a simple open-ended prompt like, really? Tell me more about it. That's a fantastic phrase.
Tell me more about it.
Yeah.
I like that. Those follow-ups really turn it from an interview into a real conversation.
Exactly.
Okay, one more area the material covered was asking about recent experiences.
Right. And similar to what have you been up to, my
Mhm.
material pointed out that we often use the present perfect tense here, starting with have you.
And you can use that structure for lots of different things.
Ludes. Think about recent media or activities. Have you read any good books lately? Have you seen any good movies lately? Have you tried that new Italian restaurant down the road?
Ah, okay. Easy questions, easy answers usually.
Yeah, and they can lead to sharing recommendations, finding common tastes, that sort of thing.
These are all really great practical phrases and ideas. So we've got all these tools now. How does someone actually get, better at using them, confidence-wise?
Practice. The material is really clear on this. Practice is the absolute best way. If you can, practicing with a speaking partner, maybe in a study group, that's fantastic. Real-time interaction.
But what if you don't have someone to practice with? Or you just feel too shy, too nervous to try it out in real life straight away?
Totally understandable. You can still practice effectively by yourself. The material had some good suggestions, like actually writing conversations down.
Writing dialogues.
Yeah, like a little script between two imaginary people using these phrases. It helps you think through the flow, the questions, the answers.
Okay, writing it out. What else?
Speaking to yourself out loud, seriously. Rehearse the phrases you want to use. Say them. Get your mouth used to forming the words. It helps build muscle memory and confidence.
So actually saying the words, even just to the mirror or the cat.
Exactly. It makes a difference. And another key piece of advice was, don't try to learn everything all at once.
Right, that would be overwhelming.
Totally. Look at all the things we've discussed today and just pick a few. Maybe 5 to 8 phrases that feel useful for your life, situations you are actually in.
Focus on a small, manageable set first.
Yes. Get comfortable with those specific phrases. And then, the slightly scary part, actively look for chances to use them.
In real life.
In real life. At work, maybe in a class you take, when you're buying coffee, anywhere you have even a brief interaction with someone, just try one phrase.
Does it? Does it get easier?
It really does. The material strongly suggests that. Like any skill playing piano, learning to cook, the more you practice small talk, the more natural it feels, the anxiety lessens. You might even find you start to enjoy it.
Wow, okay. So we've covered a lot today. From those first readings, different ways to ask and answer, how are you? Asking specific questions.
Then moving into different situations like the office, the ever-present weather chat, talking about hobbies, weekends, recent experiences.
And crucially, how you can actually practice all this stuff even on your own and why it's important to start small.
Yeah, and I think the big takeaway is that these conversations, even though they seem, small, they're incredibly powerful tools for actually connecting with people in the English-speaking world.
Definitely. So we really hope you feel encouraged to maybe just pick one or two phrases from everything we talked about
Just one or two.
and make a little plan to try using them this week. See how it feels.
Because, small talk often gets called unimportant or meaningless. But maybe these short, simple chats are actually some of the most important moments we have for building bridges, for laying the groundwork for relationships.
That's a great thought to end on. What opportunities might pop up for you today or this week where you could just try out one of these phrases? Give it a go.